Welcome to the Sunsplash Mix Show. I am Selector Princess.
I am Ja Prince, and as we spin and span the globe, we're always networking Caribbean culture worldwide. Today, our guest again, the contractor, Sean Edwards. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, I feel good to be here again. I feel when you guys are a reggae family, a real reggae family from the heart.
Yes,
Love it, love it, love
definitely indeed. And speaking of heart, we know you have a big heart because you're affiliated with a lot of works outside of the music business, but a little related to the music business, to different communities there in Jamaica. I just want to say one word to you that is in three syllables, and then you tell me about it. Sav-La-Mar.
All right, Sav-La-Mar. We just came from Sav-La-Mar working with the ISSA Trust Foundation, and we visited the Sav-La-Mar Primary School where over 700 plus kids'
Mm.
eyes were tested,
Oh, wow.
and some of them needed glasses, and some of them received free glasses on behalf of the ISSA Trust Foundation. They also received a little bag with some, stuffed toys, and it was part of a week-long mission that they did. The ISSA Trust did, working with alliance with some people in America, the Michigan Lions, the Lions of Michigan. They sent down four optometrists and an optician and some supporting staff. It was 19 of them, and they came down and I witnessed how they work. They set up one room where they register the kids, and then there's another room where they tested their eyes, and then there's another one where they give them glasses. They brought down like 10,000 pairs of
Oh,
glasses.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
wow. Wow.
Let's talk about over the years because this is not the first time, right? So over the
Mhm.
years, this outreach is has been well documented. Yes, there's a news report, CVM covered, TVGI recovered, but you guys have been very consistent with that trust, actual outreach. How do you feel personally? Like, yo, I'm doing a good job,
I tell you something. When you're in the music business, the hardcore reggae music business, hip hop business, when you're in that business, it's very aggressive.
Mhm.
And so when I go around the children, I get a chance to really tone down, calm down, and I get a real sense of satisfaction, a good feeling when
Mhm.
I interact with the kids.
Mhm.
And, their world is so much purer than
Oh,
ours. And, they're learning. And I get a really good sense of satisfaction working with the children. The ISSA Trust is about to build a pediatric health center, which will be free to the kids in St. Anne, St. Mary. It will be out by Priory or by Richmond,
boy.
and
Mm.
it will offer primary health care, and it will be free, and it also offer counseling,
Mhm.
Mm.
for from kids, from babies to adolescents.
Mhm.
So it will be. They just cleared the land for that, and
Mhm.
they're always doing fundraising. They kept the Michael
Mhm.
Bolton concert, which we did here at Couple San Souci,
Yeah.
and that was a sold out concert. And they
Beautiful.
raised a lot of money. Kimani Marley, Taurus Riley also supported. So it's a good feeling to know that, hey, when you leave the earth, you did something that generations to come can benefit.
Oh, yeah.
Man, respect,
Mhm.
respect.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful that you mentioned the Children's Center because I was going to ask you that next. I am very proud to know that you continue to do outreach and work with the ISA Foundation. Let's
Mhm.
get into the music business. You received a plaque lately. Tell us about it.
Well, I had some
Come
projects
on.
that did well on Billboard, and
Mhm.
so from time to time we receive a plaque for them.
Mhm.
That one which you were talking about, I think you're talking about
Re-
recently,
yes.
Mhm.
was from our Tropical House Cruises to Jamaica, the deluxe edition,
Mhm.
Yes.
and we have several versions for several
Yes.
editions. And the one which we are currently promoting or have been promoting, the latest one, is the one with Chris Gale, Tropical House Cruises to Jamaica, the Asian edition.
Yes.
And that one is being marketed in Asia, specifically
Mhm.
India, where there's 1 billion people, and
Ah,
Chris Gale is God there. So
yeah.
we have been, having success with that project
Hmm.
in India, breaking a new territory for reggae music and,
Okay.
for dancehall as well.
Beautiful. Strategy, execution.
Hmm.
Sometimes you're gonna hear it from the media that they probably didn't see the direction you were going with releasing the Tropical House, and all these different
Brilliant.
editions. How do you feel like I'm a trendsetter, and it
Yes.
was hard work still breaking reggae
Mhm.
in new territories?
Mhm.
Well, the way I look at criticism sometimes may be different from the way other people do, and I accept it. I learn from it. So I
Mhm.
try to take it as a learning and then use what they're saying, because whatever they're saying is what other people are saying, and so then I learn from that. So um, whenever you're breaking into a new territory or you're coming out with something a little bit different, people are going to say things, and then you take that, what they say, and you tweak it. You say, okay, all
Mhm.
right, maybe they're right. Maybe, maybe I need to, do this a little differently. And then we incorporate that along the way. It doesn't
Mhm.
stop us, but we incorporate all of that. We want to hear criticism. We'd like to hear all these things, because if you don't hear that, then you won't know how to present yourself better, do a better job. So we look forward to the critics and the criticisms and so on, and we use it to our advantage.
Yes. And it's executed well. Now, I know that you have a lot of projects, past and present, but how can people support the projects? Because I know you do great on marketing and promos on radio, TV, newsprint, et cetera, et cetera. How can the community
When it
support you?
comes to Yeah, when it comes to music, I think the best thing that we can do for not just myself, but just for the industry, reggae music, is to consume it, buy it,
Mm.
stream it, purchase it. There's so many Jamaicans who are in America, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
That
yeah.
we can move up to 1 million, 500,000 units at any time for anything,
Mhm,
for any
mhm,
music that we put out, right?
mhm.
Yet, we're not even selling, we're not
Hundreds,
even doing 1,000,
thousands.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
therefore, the consumers there in America, the Jamaicans, first, second gen, and third generation, are
Mhm.
not consuming. They're not buying. They're not streaming the music. So I
yeah,
think that for our industry, that is the way that you can support the industry, myself and the others.
yeah.
That is what
Working
we really
towards.
need.
I love
Mhm.
it. We're talking to a real executive, a man who
Yeah.
is puts his fingers in the production also. So hold on, the only thing missing. So when are we gonna see Sean Contractor, the artist? So yeah, I get some style and some chatting from you on some of the projects.
Well, the I play many roles sometimes, different roles in the industry. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
Yeah.
find that it helps, when you have a little artistry with a little promotion, with a little even working with the sound man, then with the street also, going out
Mhm.
in the street,
Yeah.
then it makes you complete, and
Yeah.
you can really understand what you're into here. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
say, all right, you need the street. You can't do without the street. Sometimes you have to go out there and be out there late at night. You know what I mean? And learn also. See how the crowd is moving, how they're vibing, what they like, what are they listening to. And sometimes you have to work with the radio, see how get feedback from the radio DJs. How do you guys feel about these songs in general. You know what I mean? What do you
Mhm.
like? What are people requesting?
Yeah.
So I feel like, I absorb all the different roles, as much as I can, and it makes me more complete, to execute, and work
Yes.
with others. You have to work as a community of us. You have to work with others also, and
Mhm.
incorporate them and so on.
Love it. Love it.
Cool.
He is our guest right here at the Sunsplash Mix Show.
So, how can people follow you, contact you for more information?
Yeah, I'm very accessible, on
Yeah.
Instagram, contractors marketing, contractor music marketing. I'm on most of the platforms. Some of them I'm not on, so I'm missing out in some ways, but all the major ones I'm very easy to find. And
Mhm.
I make myself really accessible in the
So,
industry. You know what I mean? I'm very easy to find. So um, thank you for having me, and
yeah.
I really appreciate, and admire the work that you guys do as a brother sister team. I mean, Select a Princess. I remember one day you came to meet Capleton, to hang out with
Uh,
Capleton at the
right.
seaside, and
Yes.
it was not easy to get to where he was. He was by the
On the
cliff,
rock.
and we have to
Yeah.
really walk on the rocks to get there. And
Yes.
this Selector Princess was like toughing it out. So I mean, when you see somebody doing that with that much passion, especially a female, to
Wow.
go through all of that, be at all the major shows, be on the cruise,
Yeah.
be at some fest, be everywhere.
Yeah.
I really appreciate her, and both of you, that the work that you do in reggae music. And I tell you, say, without people like you, we'd have done for.
Rough.
Appreciate it. And it's family, period. We are family, period. Yeah. So
Perfect.
love.
Yeah,
Perfect.
man, bless up. So keep up the good work, and thanks for the
Mhm.
interview.
And likewise. And we'll keep in touch. The link is concrete.